Good evening, good evening, good evening. Hey. Welcome to the Church of the Living Water Mystery Murder Theater. Y'all ready for this?
Yeah.
I am too. We're so glad that you all are here. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we need your help to solve a very brutal and horrific murder. So we're going to need your participation, okay? So we want you to listen intensely. Pay very close attention to every single detail. See everything. Trust no one. All right? Accept your own instincts and your own intelligence. Now, if you are successful in solving tonight's mystery, you'll win a fabulous prize! That's how we do it, SCO. That's how we do it. All right, now, before we begin, notice earlier I said we need you to participate with us, right? So when you're prompted, you're going to have to participate. You can't just sit there. Now, y'all got to participate with us, okay? All right. Now, I need to make this statement before we begin, and you get to practice your participation right now. Tonight's play is strictly and merely for entertainment only. Say it with me. It's for entertainment only. That's participation. I like that. Now, the people in this play, y'all, they just playing roles, okay? So any coincidence in real life is merely coincidental. All right? So say it with me. They are playing roles. All right? Now, I want you all to sit back, pay attention. You have notes that you can take. There's a paper that's on each of your table. Okay? So we want you to make sure that tonight that you put your table number on your paper. Your table number should go on your paper so that you all will be recognized at the end after solving the mystery, okay? So make sure, take notes, pay close attention, and let's start scene one. Enjoy.
That no good daughter of mine, after all that I have done for her, she thinks that she can just treat me like this? I am her mother, for goodness sakes. I cannot believe that she plans to put me in an old folks' home. I mean, the shame, the humiliation of it all. Now here she has this big, grand house that her husband built for her. This home and every single piece of furniture in it, he was the one who paid for it. She wears designer clothes and drives a Jag. Oh, because why? I was the one who influenced her to marry the Raymond Cruz. And how does she choose to show her gratitude? By being unfaithful to Raymond and plotting to put me out? Now you can see that as a mother, I deserve better. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
I said, wouldn't you agree?
Yes, ma'am.
That's what I thought. I mean, I carried her ungrateful tail for 10 and a half very long years. I have educated her and told her whom to marry. If it weren't for me, she would not even have this lifestyle at all. Well, that little ungrateful hussy will not get away with this if it's the last thing that I do. Just as sure as my name is Barbara Thomas, I won't stand for this betrayal of my loyalty to her. Not at all. Not today.
Okay.
Not tomorrow either. Not ever.
Okay. All right.
My sister has completely lost her mind. How dare she accuse me of having an affair with Raymond? After all I've done for her, I have always been there for her. The girl couldn't get a better sister if she paid for it. And God knows she can do it though. Okay. All right, calm down, Yvonne. You are behaving exactly how she wants you to behave. Now you know your sister. She just likes to get under your skin and be mean. You cannot allow her to manipulate you like this. It is true. I am in love with Raymond Cruz. He is such a fine, handsome, rich man. He deserves so much better than my sister. And come to think of it, I met him first. Just because my sister is very beautiful, it meant always, well, anyway. I can never tell him how I feel. That just wouldn't be right. But sometimes, the way he looks at me across the room, it just makes me feel so connected to him. Like we can read each other's thoughts. I know he'd be thinking about me. He's such a kind man. If only there was a way that he could figure out that she was being unfaithful to him. You know what? She somehow must have found out how I felt, planned to use that against me to hurt me, divorce him, and get all his money. Whoa, that good for nothing witch. She will not get away with this. I vowed to myself this day that I will not continue to let her treat me like mud off the back porch, always making fun of me in front of her friends, and pointing out how Raymond couldn't resist her, even though he met me first. After all, beauty isn't everything.
Raymond, I tell you, man.
Michael, I cannot put up with my wife's lies and manipulations any longer. How could I have been so stupid to marry her in the first place? She thinks I don't know she's being unfaithful, but I do.
Hold on now, hold on. Do you have proof that she's being unfaithful? Man, you gotta be very careful with that kind of thing. If you accuse her and you don't have any proof, man, she can take you to court and get everything. You need some good legal advice. There's somebody on the Senate committee that was going through the exact same thing. Let me think of the name of the lawyer that he is. You know what, Raymond? The good thing about being a U.S. senator is you rub elbows with all kinds of good people. You know, I'm planning for running for governor at the end of the next term, right? I hope I can count on your support. Your reputation in the community is without question. And when the people see that you support me,
Of course I support you, Michael.
thank you.
This state needs a good, honest governor. Man, please let me talk to your friend about that lawyer. I mean it, man. I won't out of this marriage with Faith, no matter what it takes. I refuse to spend the rest of my life with that ungrateful, unfaithful witch.
Oh, hello, Raymond, Senator Washington. Please excuse me. I was just looking for Yvonne. She asked me to meet her here today.
Yeah, you're walking away here if you like, Lisa.
Thank you.
Hello, Miss Adams. It's good to see you again.
Is it?
Raymond, we'll talk about that later on.
Raymond, can I ask you something? Are you really planning on supporting Senator Washington for governor? Actually, you know what? Never mind. It's none of my business. It's just that lately you seem to be.
Oh, hello, Lisa. Aren't you looking very professional and man-hungry as usual?
Hey, what a rude comment. There was no cause for that. Apologize at least at once.
No. Ray, baby, a wife can always tell when another woman wants her husband.
Perhaps, but only an unfaithful wife herself is always full of suspicions.
Lisa, bless your heart. I would stay and exchange insults with you, but I have an appointment I cannot be late for. Ray, baby, we must talk. And you will want to have this little talk. I will only be gone for about an hour, so please be here when I return. Lisa?
Ray, why do you put up with the way that she treats you? You are such a good man, and you deserve so much better than her.
Lisa, if only you knew. I will get rid of her, though. That's the last thing I do. I wish our vows had said death should separate us.
Raymond Cruz! If I didn't know any better, I would swear that you're talking about a plan to
Lisa, for God's sakes, no. I admit, she does make me angry enough to want to kill her, but I can never do anything like that. I just want to be happy, you know? Lisa, whatever happened between us? You and I were real close once. You know, I often thought how my life would have been different if I had married you instead. Lisa, I know I have no right to ask you this, but is there a chance you may still have feelings for me? I realized I was a fool to let you get away from me, Lisa. I would do anything to get you back.
Ray, sit down. It doesn't do us any good to dwell on would'ves, could'ves, should'ves. I mean, a lot has happened. And we're both two very different people now. I just cannot allow—
Lisa, just tell me, if things were different, if I were no longer married to Faye, would there be a chance for us?
What? No, do not allow him to get those papers. I have worked too hard on this case. Ray, can you tell Yvonne that something urgent came up and I'll be back later? Thank you.
Faye! Have you lost your rabbit little mind? Are you trying to blackmail me with these disgusting pictures? I regret I was stupid enough to get involved with someone like you. Besides, no one will believe you. They will see you for the trout-mouthed heathen you truly are.
Oh, my, Detective Brandon Robinson. Those photos are just a little reminder for you to remember that I am in control of this relationship. Now, of course, you do reap some benefits. Isn't that just like a man? Only wants a relationship as long as it benefits him.
Faye, I've busted my butt for the past 10 years to get to this position I'm at today. Do you think I would let a spoiled, rich sea heathen like you destroy everything I worked so hard for over a relationship I deeply regret?
Detective Robinson, what on earth has gotten into you? Have you lost your entire mind? You could have seriously hurt my daughter.
Faye, you have not seen the last of this. You better watch your back in dark places. Miss Thomas, I read you.
Get out. Now, Faith, what in God's name has gotten into you, girl? First, you're being unfaithful to your husband. Then you're making accusations against your own sister. And now you're trying to blackmail a detective? And you know he's got that evil temper. And to make matters worse, you're planning to put me, your own sweet mother, into an old folks home? Oh, I found the application you plan to submit.
Yeah, okay. But mother, you have been in my business for my entire life. And things got worse when your third husband died. You know what? You introduced me to Raymond. It was your idea for me to marry him. Now, it was one of your better plans. But still, I am sick and tired of you always trying to run my life. And you know what? It's the life that you want. And you're just jealous that I am living it.
Faye Elizabeth Cruz. How dare you speak to your mother that way? After all that I have done for you, is she walking away from me? I know this. You think that you can embarrass me in front of my friends and this community? Heifer, I will see you. I allow that to happen.
Mother, Faye, what is going on in here? I can hear you two yelling all the way outside. You so loud, I'm sure the neighbors heard you too. Mother, why do you allow Faye to get you so upset? You know the doctor said you should not allow yourself to be stressed out. Faye loves to see you upset. It's just a game for her.
You are so right, Yvonne. It's just, I've always tried to be a good mother to the both of you girls. And for what? You know, I think I will just go upstairs and lie down before dinner.
That's a good idea, Mother. You go ahead and I'll check on you later. But right now, I need to talk to Faye.
Start packing.
Faye, you are so disrespectful. Why do you treat Mother this way? You know how much living in this house means to her.
Yvonne, enough of your whining. I'm the innocent good daughter routine. Because we both know you're not that innocent. I see how you look at Raymond. I know you're in love with him. Well, guess what, little sis? He is my husband. He chose me, not you. And if Raymond ever tries to divorce me, I will ruin him, Mother, and you. And I will tell everybody who your real dad. Just know, little sis, things will get messy, messy, messy. And we'll see how your little goody two-shoes reputation and this family hold up then.
Oh, shut up, Faye. All you do is lie. You know there is nothing going on between me and Raymond. You're so vindictive, and you're totally willing to destroy that good man out of spite and the love of his money. Faye, you may have dished out mess to me all of our lives and always tried to make me feel that you're so much better, but let me tell you, big sis, I'm done. I'm tired and I'm done of your put me downs, pin me ins, and messing me over. No more, Faye. I will stop you. You can bet your life on that, big sis.
Well. Now I know what I must do. Faye, you evil little heifer. That's all right, though. I will stop you. No matter what it takes or cost me. She can bet her life on that.
walking up here. I saw you. Oh, y'all see what's happening? Boy, it's getting good. Let me tell you. Now, I gotta say this. What is going on with all of the eavesdropping? Man, did y'all see that? There was somebody over here listening. Remember, you guys gotta look for motives, okay? Now, I said it earlier that you got your paper at the table. The number is already on that paper. So you can take notes. Remember, you have to look for motive. Now, does anybody feel they know who's going to get murdered at this point?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Oh, no. Now, does anybody know who's going to be the murderer at this point? Yeah, don't say it. Write it on the paper. Just hold it now. All right, enjoy. Y'all better find some popcorn and enjoy it.
That will be fine. No. I want to see the look on the attorney's face when he sees the additional evidence we have on his client. Listen, I'm back at the Cruises, and I know that you feel like this is hopeless, Shadrach. But we must make every effort for Yvonne's sake. Okay, yes, I understand. I know what you're trying to do for me. All right, I'll talk to you later. All right, bye. Yvonne, we must talk. You sounded so desperate earlier today. What's this letter that you say Faye sent you?
Lisa, she must be stopped. She's nothing but a mean, vicious, money-hungry heifer. I know she's my sister, but I'm telling you, Lisa, the girl is evil, and she's planning to destroy Raymond and all of our lives. Look what I found.
Well. This is my day for walking in on conversations about me. And to think they're taking place in my own home.
Truly, Faye, you are a legend in your own mind. But I don't have time to go back and forth with you. My time is much more valuable.
Yes, Lisa, in the next few days, you will see just how valuable your time really is. I hope you can be an outstanding lawyer for yourself the way you have been for this state. But what am I saying? You'll never be good enough. You will always be little Lisa Adams, the woman who So she plunged herself into her work to disguise her pain.
You think that you can continue to hurt people with your disgusting little ways? Well, guess what, Faye Cruz? I'm not the one. There is a surefire way to stop you, and I plan to do it. No match for my skills. You better. Well, I was gonna say you better watch your back, but you'd have to be human to have one. Is that thunder? What is that?
Nothing wrong with her.
Hello?
Oh, it's you. I thought I told you not to call me on this phone. What? Are you threatening me? Well, that's certainly not what you said last night, Bad. Look, what is your problem? You knew what you were getting into when you agreed to this relationship. You weren't worried about your reputation then. No, it's too late to back out now. We will continue with our plans. And if you don't back me on this, I will ruin you. Your name, your family, everything connected to you will be dirt. And we will see if you get elected then, Senator. It will be the biggest scandal of your political career. Oh, and by the way, if you try to cross me, I got something for you too. What? You did what? You low-life
Faith.
piece of...
Faith,
Uh-oh.
that's it. I've had it. I refuse to remain husband and wife with you any longer. You are worse than Phil. The very sight of you makes me want to vomit. You tore my feelings. You humiliated me in front of my friends. You are forever Jezebel. I want a divorce.
No, baby. He's a little upset. Now, I mean, before you start throwing out accusations, can you prove any of this? And how ironic you should talk, and you don't even know who your true friends are. And really, you're just frustrated that the woman that you really want doesn't want you back. But who can blame her? Who would want a spineless, wimpy, beta man like yourself anyway? Your money's the only strong thing you have. Who's there? Who turned out the lights? Who's there?
Okay, Lisa. Okay, Lisa, I agree. We all must confront Faye and at least try to reason with her. Who turned off the lights? Why the lights out? Alexa, turn the lights back on. Oh! She's dead! She missed out multiple times.
What? Oh no, not like this. How horrible. Who else?
Faye, this is it. I will not. Snap. Is that Faye?
Faye, you will not destroy my... Is she dead? Thank God. I mean...
What is all this ruckus? What's wrong with my baby? Can't get up, baby? What's going on? Babe, please don't do this. Oh my gosh, what happened to Faye? Mama, what happened to Faye?
Yes, Captain. This is Detective Robinson. I need a patrol car at 2525 Westside Drive. Faye Cruz has just been murdered. Yes, I will make sure no one leaves and secure the area. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the murder has been committed. Now, did you all guess that it would be Faye Cruz that would be murdered? Y'all did? I mean, she was a hateful woman. She was beautiful, but her personality made her U-G-L-Y. She ain't got no alibi, she's ugly. No wonder they wanted her dead. Well, now before we continue to play, I must ask you to cast your vote for whom you believe the murderer is. Now, remember all of the clues that you all have been given. Okay? You got paper. Was y'all taking notes? I asked y'all to take notes. Was y'all taking notes? Okay, all right. Now, like I said, remember all your clues. But before we go on, I'll give you a little more help, okay? Could it be the upset, jealous mother, Barbara Thomas? What's the real deal? She didn't have one, not two. She had three dead husbands. Y'all remember that? You remember the clues? Okay. And you know, she didn't want to go to the nursing home that Faye wanted her to go to. Remember that? Y'all remember that? Well, okay. Well, could it be her daughter, Yvonne Thomas? Y'all remember her? She was lovesick. And she was just, that's Faye's younger sister. But remember, she had feelings for Raymond Cruz, the husband. Y'all remember that?
I can't even spell her.
But people who like that would do anything for love. Y'all remember that? Well, okay. Could it be Raymond Cruz himself, the husband? Do y'all remember that? I mean, basically to his face, she called him a wimp, a beta man. Remember that? Even with a beard. I'm just saying, who can go through all of that? That was a lot for him.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Oh, what about the wannabe governor? Yeah, Michael Washington. Remember him? He was having an affair with
Allegedly.
Remember that? He was the crooked politician that wanted to make this state great again. You remember that? And he wanted to get the support from Raymond Cruz. Remember that?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. We're still not done. What about Lisa Adams herself? The outstanding prosecutor, the attorney. She still had feelings for Raymond Cruz. Y'all remember that? Yeah. And she was secretly wanting his wife out of the picture. Remember that? Remember she took them earrings off? I'm just saying. Oh. What about Detective Robinson himself? Mr. Butcherman. Oh, see? Did you see that? He got a temper. And he got a knife. I was scared. Now, how about him coming in and he's I'm going to secure the area. Way smart, trying to investigate the crime yourself, detective. I'm just saying. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you all have. Oh, wait a minute. Weren't you messing around with Faye too? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to tell you, you have your clues. Now, I need you to cast your vote with the papers that you have on the table. Remember, you have to have the correct murderer, okay? And you have to have the correct motive, okay? The paper's already on the table. Write it down, and we'll have an intermission, and we'll continue to play after our intermission. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
She's still gone.
Now, I just received word that the patrol car is going to be a little delayed because there has been an accident on Highway 90. If everybody could please take a seat.
Detective Robinson, I'm glad that you're here. This crime happened just moments ago.
Now, Miss Adams, as a detective, I can appreciate your keen observation, and I respect your position as the state's chief prosecuting attorney, but at this time, I must also treat you as a suspect.
I understand, Detective.
I can't believe that she's dead. Who would want to kill her? What am I saying? We all want her dead, but
Raymond, be careful what you say. You wouldn't want to give the wrong impression.
What do you mean, Miss Adams or Miss Thomas, when you...
Detective. Now, detective, we were all clearly shocked and upset to find my baby's body the way that we did. Just what is it that you need from us? I mean, if there is an accident on the highway delaying things, do you not think that you should be calling in assistance from another location or something? Just how long do you plan to allow my baby to just lay out here like this?
Yeah.
Mrs. Thomas, I understand your grief. I am so sorry for your loss. But at this time, we cannot move the body. So if I could just have everybody just remain seated, please.
Detective Robinson, you know, I was wondering, how did you get here so quickly? No one has had time to report this crime yet.
You sure are nosy, Miss Adams. Now, I will say, I had business with Miss Cruz, so I was actually already on my way here. Now, I will ask you the same question, Miss Adams. Why are you here today?
Well, I had legal business with Faye's sister, Yvonne.
So, yeah.
Senator Washington, same question. Why are you here today?
Well, I had business with Raymond. That's not a crime, is it?
He was checking or something for me. Can we just get the body moved to another room?
Please.
Now, Mr. Cruz, I do not want to sound insensitive, but at this time, I cannot move the body, which is why it's covered. I must look for clues.
Clues? Well, detective, all this sounds like police business. If you don't mind, I see this is not a good time for me to be here. I'm just gonna step out.
Now, Senator, a squad. Do you want to go to jail or do you want to go home?
I want to go home. But listen, detective, I barely even knew Mrs. Cruz. At least not personally. And after all, I came here right after you. Now, I don't want to be a burden to this family at this difficult time.
Difficult time? Faye Cruz did not just die. She was murdered.
And actually, Senator Washington, you may be of more help than you think. I wrote down what you said when you came in, and you said, Faye, you will not destroy my... Did you think that Faye was trying to destroy something of yours?
Now, Miss Adams, I see what you're doing there. But I was talking about her trying to destroy her husband, Raymond. He's my best friend. And I know how unhappy he is, rather was, with his marriage. And so
You know, something just occurred to me. Detective Robinson, you seem to be taking my daughter's death quite personal. And why would that be exactly? And before you fix your mouth to respond, need I remind you that just earlier today, I caught you just inches away from trying to slice her neck.
What do you mean by personally?
Everybody just wait. I'm not surprised. My sister could give anybody plenty enough reason to want her dead.
Detective, Yvonne, Mrs. Thomas, everyone please. In order to solve this crime, we must behave in a civilized manner.
Get it, prosecutor.
Remember, there could be a murderer in this very room. Let's retrace the events up to the time of her death. So as to not offend anyone, I will begin with me and what I was doing. Now, I last saw Faye alive in this very room. She and I exchanged a few words. And then Yvonne, Ray, and myself myself all ran upstairs when we heard someone screaming. And then we all came back downstairs and she was dead.
So you're telling me that all of y'all were upstairs and none of y'all came downstairs and you found her dead?
Well, to be very accurate, Ray, you did leave the room for a little bit, as did you, Yvonne. And it was only Ray and I who came downstairs together.
Okay, true. But Mother also left the room for a few minutes.
Wow.
Which also leaves your time unaccounted for as well.
Well, I just stepped outside of the room to make an important call for a case that I'm working on. I never actually left from upstairs until Ray and I came downstairs together. I mean, we can retrace the time of the call if you'd like, but as I stated earlier, Yvonne, you also left the room for quite a while.
Yes, Lisa stated, I did leave the room, but only make a quick call concerning starting divorce proceedings. Lisa's correct. We both came downstairs together to confront, that is to talk with her.
Okay, we'll come back to that. So why were y'all all upstairs together in the first place? Were y'all trying to get y'all's lies straight?
No. We all ran upstairs because we heard Mrs. Thomas screaming out.
Mrs. Thomas, why did you scream?
Well, I had gone upstairs to lie down for a bit, but first I was looking over some paperwork and as I was looking over that, I found some very alarming information about something my daughter Faye was trying to do to me, and that is what made me scream.
What did you discover that made you so upset that would make you scream out like that?
Yvonne, please. I don't want to discuss it. Just L-I-G.
L-I-G?
Let it go. Yeah. Let it go. Isn't that the way your generation talks to each other now?
I don't even know what to say to that.
Mrs. Thomas, if you could just give an explanation.
No. Detective, maybe you should explain why I found you trying to slice her neck. Perhaps you are the killer and just trying to throw suspicion off of yourself by asking questions of all of us.
Yes, Detective, I did make a note that we should come back to that. Is that true? Did you really pull a knife on Faye? And before you respond, please remember we have all witnessed your violent temper. And I must say it is very disturbing to see.
Yes, Mrs. Adams, it is very disturbing. I mean, it sounds like you're asking all these questions to throw suspicion off of you.
Yeah.
Now, that's what a real killer would do.
Yeah.
And what better position to be in to steer the investigation than to be the police detective investigating the crime?
You are so right, Senator. You are so right. So, I don't know why you did this, but confess, Detective Robinson, you killed my sister.
Hold on. Let's let Detective Robinson respond before we just jump to conclusions. Detective, I also wrote down what you said when you came in. And you said, Faye, this is it, I will not. And then your words were stopped when you saw the body. I also seem to remember that you put something in your pocket when you came in. So I'll ask you again, please explain why you pulled the knife on Faye.
Okay. I admit, I was very upset with Faye.
Yes.
But I did not kill her. I came to confront her because I was not going to allow her to blackmail me.
Blackmail you? You mean to tell me she had dirt on you too? Man, that girl was real.
Yvonne, please be quiet. Detective, what did Faye have on you?
Here we go.
Ray, so sorry. Faye and I, we were having an affair. I tried to break it off, but she had very incriminating photos of us, and she threatened to go to my captain and have me demoted. Those pictures you saw, that's what you saw me putting in my pocket. But I did not kill her. You've got to believe me.
Man, I'm invited to my home for social functions, and we play golf together. I consider you a real close friend. You sleeping with my wife? Man!
That's right, detective. You killed Faye. Stop her from blackmailing you, and now you're trying to pin the crime on one of us.
You low-life thug heathen. You killed my sister.
No, I did not kill Faye. Now, I admit I have thought about it, but why would I come back here? That would be stupid. Use your common sense. You have got to believe me. I did not kill her.
Nah, detective. I don't have to believe anything you say ever again. You a sorry excuse for a man. Any man that's with another man's wife cannot be trusted.
Oh, Raymond. I am so sorry for how my sister treated you. You deserve someone. You truly love and appreciate you.
Now, Mr. Cruz, while we're addressing character, what about you and Miss Adams? I know you're still in love with her. Yeah, I overheard the two of you talking while I was here earlier today. Perhaps you murdered your wife to get her out of the picture without having to pay for it. Now, am I wrong in my thinking? Do you not still have feelings for Miss Thomas? And perhaps killed your wife to get her out of the picture so you can further those plans?
Lisa, I thought you were my friend. How could you be in love with Raymond too?
Whether or not I have feelings for Lisa is none of your business. What I will tell you is this. I did not kill my wife. Yes, I did come into this room to talk with Faye. I wanted to let her know that I was tired of her lies and manipulations. She started talking about me not being a real man, and I lost my temper. Only for a moment, I swear. All I did was slap her. I know what you all may be thinking. It's always the husband. It's always the husband. But this time it's not. When I left this room, Faye was alive.
I believe you, Ray. I know that you never hurt anyone.
So, can you explain to me why there is blood on your hand and ring?
I guess when I slapped her, I caused her nose to bleed a little bit. Like I said, all I had plans to divorce her. But getting divorced is not a crime. Tell me, detective. How you know about my plans to divorce her? Was you waiting until after the divorce was filed before you saw a signal with her?
Right.
All right, now everybody, just settle down. Just settle down. Now listen, just because a man happens to lightly touch his wife does not mean that he killed her. I mean, consider Raymond's reputation in the community. Raymond, I know you're hurt, man. But at least now, you are no longer under the evil schemes of that woman that was your wife. You can, you know what?
Michael? Senator?
Yes, sir.
Want to be future governor of this state?
Plan to be.
Just remember something else that happened today. Earlier, when I came into this room to tell Faye that our marriage was over and I wanted a divorce, she was on her cell phone talking. And I heard her say, was she talking about you, Mike? Hey, don't hear about each other lie, because you're the only senator that I know.
Yes, Senator Washington, you never answered my question from earlier. When you came into this room, you said, Faye, you will not destroy mine. Was Faye also planning to blackmail you too?
Now, Miss Adams, you've already asked that question. Raymond, I'm your best friend. Surely you don't think that I would do something like
That you would what, Senator? Sleep with his wife?
Oh,
Yeah, I've seen the way you looked at my sister when you thought nobody was watching.
Mm.
Admit it. You were sleeping with her too. So what? You and Detective Robinson was shopping at the same store? Hussies are us.
You low-life thug heathen. You murdered my daughter. I will kill you with my bare hands.
Miss Thomas, please, remember, vengeance belongs to God.
Yeah, but God said that. I didn't. He is gonna die for killing my daughter.
No. I did not kill Faye. Listen, Raymond, I'm so sorry for how all this has come about. I did talk to Faye, and she was going to get you to support my campaign financially. I was so focused on being the next governor of this great state and helping all these people. I gotta admit, my vision, it became clouded by her evil schemes. She promised that she could get you to devote all of your resources to helping me and all of your powerful connections so I could get elected. But she had a price. She said that I had to sleep with her one time. I'm so ashamed. And when I tried to break it off, she threatened me. And Detective, she was gonna blackmail me too.
Wow.
But Raymond, listen, I did not kill her. It was me on the phone earlier. It was me. And I tried to plead with her. But she hung up on me. And so I knew I had to come here and reason with her, but not to kill her. And as all of you know, she was already dead before I even got here.
Man, you were my best man in my wedding. We already had a relationship. You couldn't count on me to support your run for governor? You were so hungry and desperate. They tried to sleep with my wife to ensure that you would win? Man, get out of my house. Now, both of y'all.
Raymond, no. He cannot leave. Now, I know you're discussing with the both of us, but no one can leave until the forensic team get here.
Raymond, listen. I am so sorry for how my daughter Faye treated you. You really are a good and decent man. And you deserve to have a good life. I regret the day that I introduced you to my daughter. I also regret the day that I gave birth to her. She really has always been evil. I just thought that if she married well, that she would be happy and changed. But it seems like money really just made her more. Oh God, if only I had.
If only you had what, Mrs. Thomas? I mean, what were you gonna say? I mean, it is abundantly clear that they also deeply upset you. I mean, let's go back to the reason we all ran upstairs in the first place, because you were screaming. You stated to Detective Robinson earlier that it was because of something that you read, but what did you read and what did you learn that caused you to scream out as though you were in pain?
Lisa, please. Can't you see Mother is very upset?
Yes. Yes, I can see that, Yvonne. But I believe that whatever your mother was reading might have something to do with the death of your sister. Mrs. Thomas, please tell us. Unless you'd rather one of us go upstairs and get those papers and...
How dare you, little prosecutor? you can have Raymond?
Oh, absolutely not.
Well, you had better.
Mrs. Thomas, I am a very experienced prosecutor.
Yes.
Your false accusations and words are not gonna get me off my game. I am the best at what I do. Since we're all so curious about my personal life, sure, I did have feelings for Ray.
Oh, we knew that.
But when he got married, I got over him.
Yes.
Because I respect myself way too much to give my heart to a married man. Even if now he recognizes and regrets because he chose the wrong one.
Yeah.
But enough about me. It was stated earlier, Mrs. Thomas, that you also left your room. I know that you and your daughter Yvonne are hiding something. Detective, you ought to have one of us go upstairs, get those papers, and then we can figure out what all this is.
Wait. There really is no need for you to do that. Yvonne, I only hope that one day you can forgive me.
Oh, Lisa, why are you doing this?
Yvonne, please be quiet.
Mrs. Thomas, please continue.
Okay. So you're right, Lisa. I did leave the room. You see, when I heard Faye arguing downstairs, I knew she wasn't in her room. So that was my opportunity to go in there and get those papers that she planned to use to have me placed into an old folks home. And before you can ask, I admit it. I was planning to have those papers altered. So that Faye would look foolish when she actually tried to have me committed. You see, Faye was blackmailing me as well.
What?
She was trying to place me into a mental institution. Not an old folks home, the way she tried to make it seem. You see, Faye was really angry at me because the man that she thought was her father, he wasn't. My first husband, Faye's actual father, he was very abusive. And I left. I later divorced him. I was already pregnant when I met my second husband. He thought that Faye was his daughter. That was until she had that terrible car accident and she needed that blood transfusion. And he wasn't a match. He was so upset with me. He filed for divorce and he left me.
Wow.
Well, history repeated itself again. And there I was, pregnant with no husband. And so I did what I had to do. I seduced my third husband and tricked him into marrying me. And he thought that you, Yvonne, were his daughter.
So you telling me that me and Faye have different fathers? Now that explains a lot.
I am so sorry, Yvonne. I knew my third husband had his doubts. And I felt very guilty. I was going to tell him the truth, but he died before I was able to do that. I just promised myself that I would do whatever it took to make sure that my daughters would have the best life. And that is why I convinced Faye to pursue you, Raymond. You were perfect for her. Handsome, kind, and most importantly, rich. She really did not appreciate all of the sacrifices I made for her. I was going to...
You ruined my life by introducing me to your psycho daughter. You probably killed her.
Now, come on, Raymond. I could never kill my daughter. No, it's true that I'm the reason why she was so messed up. But I did not kill her. I could never kill my daughter.
Mother, you keep saying daughter and not daughters. You, as well as Faye, always acted like you only had one daughter. You always focused on Faye. It was always Faye, Faye, Faye. What about me?
Right, detective. I think I know who the killer is.
Lisa, it's you. You killed Faye, and now you want to confess it.
No, Yvonne, I am not confessing to killing Faye because I did not kill her. You did.
Well, can you prove it?
Notice how the killer always says, "Can you prove it?" Yes, I can. Yvonne, you are so obsessed with your personal feelings for Ray.
Lisa, why do you always call him Ray and not Raymond? Anybody else notice that? It sounds like you're the one that's obsessed with the man, not me.
Nice try, Yvonne. But your little tactics are no match for my skills and keen sense of observation. And I have observed that at every opportunity, you throw out accusations about everyone in this room, accusing them of killing Faye. All along, you've been trying to throw off the suspicion from you. Detective, remember when I told you that only Ray and I came downstairs? Where were you, Yvonne? And before you fix your mouth to respond, let me continue. Mrs. Thomas left her room upstairs to go switch out the papers that Faye was planning to blackmail her with. That only took a few minutes, and that's what led to her screaming anyway. After we had already gone upstairs, Ray came back downstairs. In fact, when I stepped outside of the room for the important call that I had, I could hear Ray and Faye downstairs arguing. So when Ray came back upstairs, Faye was still alive. And Detective Robinson and Senator Washington, you both came after the murder was already committed. In fact, the order in which we all came into this room was Ray and I together, Detective Robinson, Senator Washington, Mrs. Thomas, and then you were the last one, Yvonne. Very clever to actually scream when you saw the body. You were not surprised at all to see Faye dead because you killed her.
Now, Lisa, Yvonne could never have killed her sister. Now, it's true they had their differences, but they are sisters.
Well, actually, Mother, we're half sisters based on your own confession.
You know, Mrs. Thomas, I've been listening to this little conversation and I've come to this conclusion. You're also part of the problem. You were so worried and concerned about Faye's plans to blackmail you that you never paid attention to Yvonne and how much she was hurting because of how Faye treated her. And I bet you never noticed her unhealthy, compulsive desire for Ray.
It's very healthy.
I have personally witnessed how Faye always put Yvonne down, acted as though she was better, and treated Yvonne as though she was more of a servant than a sister. And y'all don't know this, but the reason I'm here today is because Faye was also planning to blackmail Yvonne. Blackmail should have been her middle name.
True, Miss Adams. Faye was a very evil, manipulating Jezebel. Can you prove that Yvonne killed Faye?
Glad you asked, Detective. Earlier, when Ray and I entered the room, I picked up this brown envelope. And inside this envelope just shows all of Faye's plans to blackmail every single one of us in this room. I also took a closer look at her body. And the coroner will confirm this, but in addition to Faye being stabbed multiple times, her right hand is also broken.
Wow.
And in that hand is a button from a woman's blouse.
Ooh.
Yvonne, when I came to visit you here earlier, you were not all buttoned up like that like you are now.
Well, it's really cold in here.
In fact, you didn't button up until you came in after all of us had already found the body. So you know what, Yvonne? Try to prove your innocence. Take off the jacket.
Oh.
I believe that we'll see Faye's blood spatter all over her blouse. And we'll also see that her blouse is missing a button. Now, I may have contaminated some evidence, but I'm sure that forensics can confirm that this button comes from that blouse that Yvonne is wearing.
Miss Thomas, you are under arrest for the murder of Faye Hughes. Anything you say can and will be used. If you choose to give up that right, anything you say can and will be used against you. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided for you. Ms. Adams, good work.
Awesome work, Miss Adams, for proving beyond a shadow of a doubt that I am completely innocent. Now I can continue my run to the next governor of this great state.
You all are welcome. The most important thing is that a murder has been solved. I also plan on recommending that Yvonne get medical treatment for a mental disorder. Now, Detective, when can the body be taken to the morgue?
I think I hear the sirens, so the patrol car should be arriving here shortly.
Ladies and gentlemen, the murder has been solved.
Yeah.
Now, before I introduce the cast, let's see which table guessed that the person and the correct murderer and the correct motive. Make sure you got that right. Let's see here. And the winner is table number 6. You guys did a great job. Now, just to let y'all know, Sister Johns and I did not vote. Remember, we were in the back. Pay attention to clues. We were in the back. So, table number 6, you've won a fabulous prize of movie tickets. Great job, table number 6. Great job.
Say that again. You and I didn't vote.
Yeah. So, repeat after me. Sister Johns and Brother Whitfield did not vote. Okay? We were in the back. Okay? motives and everything. All right, yeah. Now, congratulations to table number 6. Hope you enjoyed the movie. Now, please, let me introduce the cast in order in which they appeared. So your narrator was me. I'll be taking autographs. 10 Okay, now, Barbara Thomas, the mother, she was played by Siobhan Thornton. The lovesick sister was played by, her name was Yvonne Thomas. And guess what? Not only was she mentally insane, but today is her birthday. Ladies and gentlemen, you know how we do at CLW, we sing. So, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. The husband was played by, his name was Raymond Cruz, was played by Brother Jamin Williams. The senator that wanted to make this state great again, Michael Washington, was played by Ronald Hart. The prosecutor was played by Lisa Adams, was her name, was played by Sarah Everhart. The detective, he was a little knife happy, but Brandon Robinson was played by, a little early, Jimmy Turner. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we can't forget, the mannequin was played by the mannequin. Great job, I say, man. Love it, love it. No, but we can't forget, Ray Cruz was played by. Participating in the play. We thank y'all so much. We hope you all had a wonderful time.